Your Teeth podcast. I am Brandon.
I'm Chris.
I'm John.
And I'm Todd.
Who's Todd?
Hey, wait. Just want to say real quick, this episode of the Rooster Teeth podcast is brought to you by Me Undies, Sherry's Berries, and Pro Flowers. Yeah, who the fuck is Todd?
He's another bald white dude that we've made friends with.
Too much testosterone, boys. Sorry about that.
Is that what you say every morning in that mirror?
Is that what makes you go? Isn't that what testosterone makes you go bald?
Is that why I have so much hair?
Too much.
Too much
Too much.
testosterone?
It does something to
Does it make your
something.
balls bigger or smaller?
I think
Bigger, right?
testosterone
Are you talking
can
literally?
make your balls because
Yeah.
mine get small when I don't take my medicine.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Really?
there's a fluctuation in size when I don't take my medicine.
Like, is it like a
Catch your
quick
Todd, I
thing
don't
or
take
like an
testosterone,
extended?
I take testosterone injections.
Sorry, I brought it up.
No, it's fine. It's a normal thing. I brought it up on the podcast before, but yeah, there's a fluctuation in size.
But look
Can you
at
just
How
do
big
it-
of a fluctuation? Like,
Could you set up like a GoPro and a time lapse just so you could watch it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit.
But look at
Yeah, and just
Over
put
a
a little,
GoPro.
put a little
No,
hand
no,
clock
you
in the
could
background
You
too.
could just have one place once a day where you take one picture.
Like those photos that people take.
Like, like one picture every day, and you see it. People age and stuff. Would you see your balls shrink and?
Yeah.
I just hope you don't get.
How big of a?
I'm not giving you any sort of details on size, but I will say there is a noticeable difference. Oh, almost like, okay, I will say I can put it into terms that would make sense to you. What's the size difference between jumping into a cold pool and just after having sex?
24%.
Well, that's a
24%.
It's a big difference, right?
It's a
Wait,
drop.
Chris, wait. What does this represent?
You
Is
went
this
to
a literal measurement?
You went to a metric I wasn't
Sure.
aware of.
And how do you
Why
measure
not?
it? Do you use a protractor or something? Or
I
they're
think
like,
that, or what's the?
gotta go to the testicle store?
Yeah, it's what's
Yeah.
those things that people use to check how much fat content you have. It's those things.
Oh yeah,
Put that right in there.
It's not a caliper. Is it a caliper?
Yeah, it's a caliper.
Caliper. It's caliper. Todd.
Oh yeah, we were talking about testicles. Speaking of which,
on Mind Joel show.
That's great.
Todd,
What's the
you
name of
came
your show?
from. It's what do you know?
What do you know?
What do you know?
With a question mark.
Possibly a question mark. We're undecided.
we don't know.
As
We
the
don't know
show-
yet.
by
We're like
definition-
3 episodes in.
As the show's airing, we're still undecided about the question mark.
Then that in itself would dictate a question mark.
No, it doesn't.
No.
No, it's a half question mark. 'Cause it's like,
Wait.
well, maybe.
Explain to me grammatically how a sentence that says "What do you know" makes sense without a question mark.
You're just like, huh, what do you know?
Oh, but I still
See?
think that's a question.
No, it's more of a statement.
John would be right, and that's. He would be
Thank
correct.
you. I've always liked Todd.
So Todd worked on Barely Political.
Yeah,
YouTube
I've been on
channel.
YouTube before. I worked on at Barely Political, a very large YouTube channel, and then I bailed and I moved to Austin.
Yeah,
that's
and
where
then
we
you
are right
said
now.
sup, and then we said sup, and then we made a thing
9 months later, we made a thing.
months later. Yeah, you got to work with Chris a lot, right?
Demarais?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Not sure
Generic
about
white boy
that.
number
I did.
5?
You were on the
I did
thing.
actually, because one of my roles on the show was, which shows there's some great episodes. You should really check it out. I don't know which camera is which, but there's only 17 cameras.
Yeah, I did
quick one
actually.
into each.
We switched out my layout for on the spot, and my camera moved. And then Friday when I did my intro, and I'm supposed to look right at the camera and say I'm your host, John Reisinger. I was looking at the wrong camera, so like it's just like I was kind of like looking just a little bit to the right of the main
You're like
camera.
awkward, where there's people who like don't look you in the eye.
Yeah,
We're like,
yeah, yeah.
Hey, nice to meet you. My name's.
Had like 2 lazy eyes. I feel like I need to shake your hand. You put your hand out there.
I'm John Reisinger. I'm the host of On the Spot.
That's actually.
Matching underwear part is what sells me. It's like the idea of like walking around. It's like a little bit romantic. In a
Let
very
me ask you
perverted
about
way.
your underwear, Brandon.
Like peeping toms will be like, "Oh my god, that's really cool." They both have the same.
Actually, I'll ask all you guys. MeUndies, high quality, the good kind of underwear. You know, your special underwear. Do you guys have in where you keep your underwear like tiers of underwear as far as like when you've gone past the good underwear and now you've like put off like laundry for too long?
I keep having the one that's like the bottom. I definitely have a bottom tier.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, I washed the one with a ton of holes in it again. I guess I'll wear it once more, hoping that I'll notice after I take it off.
To throw it away.
The one that I
yeah.
have to put a belt on to keep the elasticity.
This is too much information, but I actually do a thing where when I decide to destroy underwear, I put them on
You flush it down the toilet.
and then
with
I
your
rip
condoms.
them off like the Hulk.
Wait,
Well, they've already got like 7 holes in them.
In front of a lady?
I mean, I'm engaged, so yeah, probably.
There's a danger in that because I used to do like keep the worst case scenario underwear with holes, but I did the same thing with jeans. And then there was one day in college where the doomsday scenario, I only had the holes with the jeans with the holes and the underwear with holes. And I remember just kind of like sitting there, and I kind of like just happened to look down, and I was like, "Are those my balls that I see right there? Are they? I can't." I think
it's like two slices of Swiss cheese just going back and forth. It's like, oh, when's it gonna show the balls?
So I definitely recommend throwing the old ones out and getting new ones.
If you're ever bored, look on like Yahoo Answers or whatever for, are my farts shredding my underwear?
Is that a thing?
I wonder what it is about underwear that erodes it.
I just like, there's certain types of questions I like to ask Yahoo where I don't need to like Google it. I don't really want to know. I just want to know what the average person thinks it is.
You mean like the like autocomplete or Google
Yahoo
Yahoo Answers?
Yeah, because it's done by like other people.
Yeah, and people vote on the
Yahoo.
best one too.
Yeah.
You get your testosterone.
Pull the finger back a little bit, bro.
Sorry. Someone pointed out, and I don't know if this is true. Is pointing rude in other countries?
Yeah.
No.
It's even rude in this country in some instances.
Stop.
You were interjecting though. You weren't pointing. You were going,
it's more. Yeah,
But it was very much an interjection like this.
an interjection.
your
to you?
testosterone injections. Where do they inject them?
Like
Okay, never mind.
The meat of thighs.
no, actually, what do you think?
Oh, I was just wondering
What were you wondering?
if they inject them into your balls.
And you are the reason why there is a warning on the medicine. Don't do that. There's literally like the day I got my injections the first time, they're like, do not put this into your penis. Do not put this into your balls.
What would happen if you did?
I don't know, but bad things, I assume.
Would it fill it up? Would they get temporarily bigger?
What if it,
Maybe
but
would you wanna do
know
that?
You don't know.
I'm not going to try it. If a doctor tells me this medicine, don't put it in your balls, I'm inclined to just go with them.
Can you do me a favor?
No, I'm not going to.
No. I'm not asking you to inject them into your balls. No. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm asking, next time you go to the doctor, can you ask what would happen?
I will ask.
Thank you.
Next time I go to my specialist.
Yeah.
If it does make them bigger, would
Do you want to come with me next time I go to my specialist? Just want to ask any questions you might have about.
I'll think on it. I'll come up with a list.
Doctor, this is my friend Chris. He's going to be joining us for your consultation today.
He will be a conscientious observer.
He might have a few questions. I'd appreciate if you answered all of them.
If it did make them bigger, would you be more willing to try it? Like if you had a date that night?
Wait, balls? No
Yeah.
one cares about big
Who
balls.
cares? No one likes big balls.
Really?
I don't think
Well, that
so.
makes me feel better.
Why? What?
better than you have-
what
I don't feel
pleasurable-
like I have particularly large balls. But then again, like I don't. It's hard to compare because you're constantly looking at different proportions
It's
of
hard
balls.
to compare because people won't show you their balls.
No, I mean like
Did
if
you
you see
just say
balls,
you're-
it's usually in pornography. But like I don't feel like those. It's just the proportions. You don't know.
You kind of just implied that you're constantly looking at balls.
No, I'm not constantly. I'm just saying it happens.
And I quote, you're constantly looking at other.
Let's go back to the tape. Yes.
We did an episode.
And we did it was fun. It was a good panel.
What questions did you get asked?
What city
I don't
and state
remember.
was it in?
It was in San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, right.
And
Stop with this. This is really
I
bothering.
like
The
it.
two
I
finger-
feel
the
like it
two-finger
really, it's
point.
like underlining
He's
in
gonna add a finger every once in a while. And
in
just
real life.
But no. So we were on our way back from San Antonio, and we went to this restaurant, and so we were looking for a place to get like breakfast, lunch, brunch, food. And there's, I don't know if I should say the name of it. Anyway, I'm gonna say the name of it. It was a place called Cappys,
Cappys.
which the first warning should have been like, it's a restaurant that's one letter away from crappies. So that's like number. So.
I'd actually go to a restaurant that was like that had the balls to name itself Crappies.
Yeah. And so we go, and it was weird because there were like two restaurants, and then like another warning sign was like, you're like, well, we need to go to the bathroom, and they're like, oh well, there's a bathroom upstairs, but really you're better off going to the restaurant next door to go to the bathroom.
What?
I swear to God.
Like, just pee in the fryer. It's Crappies. We don't care.
But it was a really nice place.
Nope.
No, no, it had good food eventually. So
I like when my meal gets good eventually. Don't start off with the good stuff.
So
Lead up to it.
So we were looking. They brought the menu and they had a special because it was like Chinese New Year. They had a Chinese New Year special,
What was it?
and it was like Chinese New Year special, and it was a crepe wrap thing, but in it was
Crepes French.
crepe with fried mussels and pork and like chili and
Okay.
it just like everything.
Sounds
right?
good.
No, with mussels from San Antonio.
Oh, landlocked state.
Mussels. All right.
Yeah.
So then me and Aaron
We're
had
not
the same
landlocked.
face.
We have the Gulf down, right?
Yeah. We had the same face where we were like, I don't know about this. And then the waitress came out. She's like, oh, well, the mussels aren't, we're not feeling the mussels today. So they're now shrimp. And we're like, okay.
What does that mean? We're not feeling the muscles.
She was like, they're a little sandy feeling. I don't know. They didn't want to serve the mussels.
They were a little salmonella feeling. I don't know. That's how to-
They were a little black plague-ish.
So me and Aaron, we just go ahead and order it
Why?
because it was a curiosity thing. We wanted,
Curious if I'll survive this.
and it was like this big, and we're eating it, and then we're like, what are? It was a thing because we didn't know what we were eating, and we opened it up, and there was this log,
Never a word I want to use. To
a
describe
log
the food.
in the food that was
Of?
like, that's the thing is we couldn't figure out what it was.
Please tell me you didn't eat any more. of
That's straight from Cappy himself. Cappy makes sure to make all the logs each and every day.
So
it. Describe
before
the
the Chinese
What-
New Year special
it was
comes out.
It was a brown log, not a turd. It didn't look like a turd. I'm not saying it's a turd. It was like a breaded.
Was it meat like?
It was a breaded log, and so we go to the waitress, and we were like, the waitress like, "How's everything looking?" We're like, "It's good." Do you know what
She's like,
this
you guys
is?
know you're under a bridge, right? This is,
We're like, what?
this is not a restaurant. Like, it's for crazy people in Cappy over there. He's like, you like the dump?
We were like, what is this? And she's like, well, that's the shrimp. And we're like, that's not shrimp. This is
Shrimp
we're
in
like,
log
this
form?
is the shrimp. That's not shrimp. And she's like, well, that's the pork. That's the pork that I saw it back there. It was definitely. And we're like, no, that's not pork. This is the pork. We don't know what that is. And she's like, well, geez, I don't know what that is either.
How did this resolve? How did this resolve?
So then she was like, well, let me take a piece of that back to the chef and find out what that, because I don't
We
think
take
that's,
a sample. She's got like a tube, gloves,
Petri
and
dish
like a-
just pulls out.
God.
and then she was like, because that's not on the menu.
Oh my God! What happened?
So she comes back out. She's like, well, that was a churro. That was a, what? That was an unflavored churro.
That's awesome.
I'm trying to get
Do
the
they
Yelp.
serve churros there?
No.
I'm trying to get the
What,
Yelp
how is
page
that
of
on the
Cappy.
menu?
I don't know. She was like, that's an unflavored churro that was in.
What did
was
this
in,
place sell?
everything, I guess, in a crate.
Was there a churro store like next door?
No. And
trying to
so then
find the
she's
Yelp
like,
page
but
of
it,
it.
you know, like if you guys aren't feeling the Chinese New Year thing, so she brought us. She was like, let me.
She's like,
oh,
hey, if you
let
guys
me-
don't like Chinese people, that's fine, okay? Relax.
But
all
no,
right?
they were really nice. They brought us. They were like, let me get you some omelets and stuff, and then they gave us free dessert. It was fine. That's what I'm saying. Good food eventually. Good food eventually.
I've never heard that term before.
You just have to get through the first round gauntlet, and then you can get to the good
You
food.
passed the test.
Yeah, you
now you can have an omelet. Congratulations. Cappy's up there in the back just watching a wall of monitors like, yes.
That's why they hide the bathroom.
That's
Oh my gosh!
It's so strange. Why would they serve it? I mean, if they just like recommend you not to have it, why even
I
offer
think it
it?
was. I think it was like they're like it's trying to be festive. The thing I didn't understand is I was like, I don't know where the Chinese New Year part came in. It just
well,
seemed
what's
like
the
it was
year?
just
What-
I guess
what-
pork.
it was Year of the Rooster, I guess. But it
Yeah.
was like one of those things. I think they were just like, well, let's just put stuff in a crate.
These two idiots will never notice. Both looking at their phones. I think it's the same guy. One's like the stretched out version of the other one. Just give him the shit in a tortilla.
Oh
and fry it up.
man, I want to go to Cappy's now. I want to see this log.
It's a special, probably. I mean, you have to wait for another Chinese
Another
New Year.
Chinese New Year.
They do a mean Yule log during Christmas time, though.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Oh,
It's good though. It's good food.
did you guys hang out at PAX South at all?
I mean, we were there for like Friday and then beginning of Saturday.
PAX South is like cons light.
Hey, no, it's a fun con. We had it's a good panel.
Shake a lot of hands.
Shook a lot of hands.
Did you wash? Do you have sanitizer there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wash our hands.
See, you shake hands.
It's good. It's a good panel.
Oh my gosh.
Brandon, what's going on with you? Brandon, how are things going?
I can't stop laughing. There's this video that I found of this burglar in England, right? And it adds like one of my most favorite things in life. It's people getting hurt on the internet. He was trying to break into this house, and he went through a window on the second floor, but then he got stuck. And his ass was just like hanging in the air
Awesome.
when they called the authorities.
Wait, how did he get stuck? What
Did
is
he
he
get caught? Did he get like his
Yeah,
clothing
he got
I
caught?
love
caught,
how he
his stomach
chose
got
that
caught.
location.
And then
Just
like
yeah, they got a lot of good stuff in that one. Definitely.
They had
That
a-
is a flat rich with jewels and Manchester United.
Dude,
they had to
the
pry him
queen
out.
is never dying.
No,
She just got to her 65th year as queen.
How old is she?
422 years old.
Wow, my God.
She signed
she's
the Magna
high.
Carta. A
Listen.
lot of people don't know that. She signed the Magna
She's
Carta.
never dying.
Which was
Yeah.
She's
1,000
gonna
years
live
ago.
forever.
Prince Charles, he has the record for longest waiting to become king.
She's
gonna
got
outlive him.
the record of longest monarch.
They say he's going to abdicate.
You think so? Just go straight.
Uh-huh.
They need to make the little brother Henry king. That guy is awesome.
I like
They
Chucky.
find like
Is he
he's
the one that
like
dressed
in
up as a
Vegas
Nazi?
taking like nude. Well, now I feel bad. Now I can't say that.
What?
He did. He dressed up as a Nazi for Halloween one time.
Whoa.
There was
Really?
another time though he was in Vegas. They had photos of him in Vegas playing strip poker, and I saw that. And I was like, I want that guy as my king. And see that.
Well, he'll never be your king.
It's okay. You have a king.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, you should be satisfied with the king you have.
We finally got the monarch we've always wanted.
Yeah.
We didn't have that monarchy, but we're
The
finally
one that
back.
we deserve.
Yeah, we got it.
Whoa.
did.
Got poetic in here.
Yeah. No, she's what is she holding on for at this point? Is
You
all
know
I
how
can think.
awesome and easy her life must be?
Yeah, but like when
You watch The Crown? You got to just go through a red box every day and be like, crap. Civil rights, who cares? And then go on about your queenly day.
she really doesn't do anything. Like she's like it's just a completely.
It's very presentable.
It's a figurehead and that's it.
yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of
But it's one of those things that
Nope,
if people
finish that
acknowledge
sentence.
it, then it matters. Like apparently you have to be president for like 3 years before you can hang out.
What do you mean?
Like generally she does not see the president of the U.S.
It's because she's
for
gone
a
through
few
like 30 of them.
years until his presidency.
She goes
So you just be like hanging out in London, like walking around or avoiding her.
Avoiding the queen. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is awkward. I don't want to meet the queen.
No, it's just like you're not good enough. Like you can't. Like you gotta give it time before
Yeah.
you're invited. But it's just one of those things that if people believe in it, then it has value.
Yeah, but they don't believe in the queen anymore.
People believe in the
You
queen.
guys
Why
saw
do
the
they believe
king's
in the queen?
speech. That stuttering guy made a good speech that fired up
You
everybody.
literally just referenced like very old times in the monarchy.
Yeah, but a lot that's old is also new.
Yeah, but I'm talking present. Fuck that poetry. I'm talking about present day. The queen is
Yeah.
basically a pointless position.
Well, it's not.
No,
just-
it's not.
It's been like that for
No, it's
for a
not.
long
All right,
time,
I
for
want to
hundreds-
hear a current history lesson of the queen's duties by Chris Demarais.
Okay, first of all,
Rallying
she has to
the
sweep
country.
the whole place.
When's the last time you saw
Rally.
When
She's like she's the like we have a flag, and then they have a.
Yeah,
So when they
it's
they
like
didn't
Brexit.
inspire
Okay,
people.
Brexit's a good example, right?
What did she do for
She
breakfast?
totally saved them from committing like basically country suicide by having them stay in the European. Oh wait.
Yeah, she does
didn't do it.
nothing.
No.
She does nothing.
You're right.
The
hangs
monarch
out with
hasn't,
her
like-
hangs out with her corgis, and goes around and takes pictures of people and stuff, and waves her hand. Only wears dresses once
I
because she
think
can't
she
wear a
only
dress more than
receives
once.
pictures. To be fair,
But the monarch hasn't had like power for like
It's
a
not
couple hundred years.
It's power. It's influence.
they have a lot
Sure,
of cash.
I
though.
mean,
How
They-
is
it's
they're
relative.
Influence.
How has the queen influenced you, Chris?
Not me. I'm not British. But I'm just saying,
I'm
it's
not
like
British.
you.
So you
I'm
think
not
Gavin
British.
wakes up every morning and he's just like, what would the queen do right now?
No, it's not that. It's like if the queen was like, "Listen, I feel like our country needs to do this," then people will listen.
Have you seen British Parliament on TV?
I'm not talking about British Parliament, dude.
Who they're the ones that make all the choices. You
Yeah.
think like
But
the way they
public
scream each
opinion-
other.
Public opinion is influenced by royalty. by the queen. I think that it's like it's a figurehead.
I want to know
it-
where is this coming from? Where have you gleaned this insight into the British culture from?
From what's in his right hand right there. A little fireman's four there. Get me talking about the queen.
Have you spent a lot of time in England?
No.
Have you been to England?
No.
I spent some time.
okay.
I
So you
spent
haven't.
some time there.
What is your experience with the British
So you haven't visited
Queen?
the country.
I mean,
What's the
I've
queen's
been to
name?
Buckingham Palace.
who?
What's the queen's name?
Yeah.
Elizabeth
Correct.
Good.
Good job.
V.
Elizabeth V. That's her last name.
Is that right? I don't know.
The fact that you're not okay. So I'm saying
I'm not British.
So we
But you seem to know a lot about the influence of the Queen, Chris.
I'm just.
Wait, are you British or not? I'm not clear on.
I'm just saying. I don't want to disparage the queen.
I want a shirt
Like,
for Chris that just says I'm not British.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
Look,
where'd my
listen,
hat go?
Everyone is talking a
on
lot of
the
shit about the
couch.
queen, and I'm just saying. It's right there.
No one's talking shit
Yes,
about
you
the
are.
Queen.
You all are talking.
I love the queen.
Who said anything bad about the Queen?
God
John
save
is
the queen.
throwing like
Shade at
shade.
the
on-
Look, this guy has Nazi stuff on his computer, though, dude. You can't trust him to like the queen.
I'm just saying. You. I just feel like you're disrespecting the queen, and I mean
Okay.
that.
How can I want to
Genuinely.
know? Okay, Chris, I want to know how I can make amends. I'd like to put this discord between our two countries to rest, and I want to know how I can make reparations to
I don't
Her
ask
Majesty.
me. Don't ask me. Ask like Gavin or
Does
someone.
she have Twitter?
Ask
Does the
Gavin.
Queen have a Twitter?
You're the
account?
one who has all of the opinions about the Queen.
Hey, he's
I'm-
not British.
I'm like a lawyer for the British government.
You mean a barrister?
Sure.
Is that what they're called?
I believe so. You
I'm
guys
just-
seen?
We should change the subject.
Scott
I'm
Wanda?
just saying we should.
Everything that you know about British history or culture comes from a movie or a TV show.
That's not true.
You've literally referenced everything. Did
That's not true at all. In fact,
you guys see Kingsman? Did you guys see James Bond?
Kingsman.
Let's change the subject.
all right, Chris, I'll bail you out. So another thing, help you guys out for
Actually,
What'd you do?
I was at a party. I rode my bike like 10 miles to it. And then
Brag about
I
it.
was like, oh, the Falcons are clearly going to win. I'm going to go home. I had a couple drinks. It was in the dark and it was on the path. We have good bike paths in the city. I just ate it on a bike path. And I almost broke things. My pants were shredded. And I got home and I was like bleeding and dirty. And my girlfriend was like, what kind of party was this? What are you doing?
That's an opportunity to come up with a really good story, though.
No, I was just like,
I fell.
and then I like turn on the Super Bowl, and
Ain't that
I'm a
good.
cord cutter, so I don't have like cable. I watched it on Go 90 actually, in the bathtub because they have good NFL stuff.
In the
And-
bathtub?
Yeah, in the bathtub, and they lost. The 1%, the New England 1%ers won again.
Yeah.
I just thought we were bringing up random
No,
stuff.
no,
Did you do that thing? Did you do that thing when you fell, where you immediately got up and looked around and see if anybody saw you?
No, what I did is I screamed like horrible, like I was getting stabbed because it hurt so bad. And then I got my bike light off my bike and had to look at all the injuries I had to make sure I wasn't like my bone anywhere or anything. Like I wiped out.
So
I can't believe you're still doing that 2-finger pointing thing.
I'm
That's
he's
really
I've
consistent.
I've committed.
He has kept up on that finger thing.
I was
this
eating
entire
French
time.
fries, and it was like on a date type thing, and then
What's a date type thing?
it was a date, not like a full date, but we were like hanging out with a girl, right?
She was about to get abducted.
Yeah.
She did not know it was going to be a date.
Which
What is it? A full date means like
it's
not a nice
it wasn't a
restaurant?
one-on-one thing. It was like a more hangout thing, but it was like, yeah. Anyway, so I was eating French fries, and the girl was like, "Oh, I want some fries," and then she like tried to bite the fries out of my mouth.
What?
Lady in the Tramp style.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But she missed and then bit my lip. And I'm not talking about like, ow, ha ha ha. I mean, ow. There's a lot of blood, and there's a hole in my lip.
How did she miss?
Well, it's like, I
Did
mean,
you like jerk and move?
How hard do you have to chew to like get through a French fry too? Was she like, I've never had
she
a
was
French
just-
fry before?
I think
Oh.
she, I mean, there was also like people have been drinking and stuff, so it's kind of like
Oh,
a
yeah.
drunken like chomp.
Oh, bad.
I mean,
time.
what's
But
it-
then I had this like huge gaping like thing in my lip, and I was like, I had to like, it was one of those things where I'd meet someone and I'd be like, so this is a girl bit my French fry.
I can't stop looking.
Let
at
me
your
go back
lips
2
now.
weeks here.
Like, yeah, and I felt like I had to explain like why I had this like weird thing on my lip.
I'd love to know her thought process
still have a
in
scar?
that. And she's just like, I'm gonna make a move on this guy.
It's probably for a while it did. I don't know.
Let me come at him with my massive
Couplet,
jaws
couplet.
and
Yeah,
rip
I'm
his
looking.
fry out his mouth.
Did you guys hit it off?
And that was the start of a great relationship.
Yeah. Did you? I'm getting at. And did you like end up making out with her? You're like, you break it.
Well,
you
I
buy
couldn't
it,
make
lady.
out that day because I was bloody.
Did you eventually?
You break it, you
close the
buy
deal?
it. That's what you tell her.
Did you eventually close the deal?
I'm not gonna go.
Did you make out?
Just
Oh,
tell us we
come
closed the deal.
on. We don't know who it is.
That's all I'm asking.
Keep it light. Did you make out with her
Yes, we made
eventually or that night?
That means that they had sex. That means they had sex.
This guy never has sex.
No, look at his face. Look at his face.
Look
He
at
totally
him.
means it.
He knows it. Look,
Wait,
What?
have I had sex?
you're gonna in a year. That's good news for you. You're gonna.
Wait
In
till
June.
Wait till June.
And he's married, so you know he doesn't.
It's like you push the lymph node and his dick gets hard.
What was that word?
Lymph node, whatever. I'm like, the words
We'll
are right
ADR
there.
it later. Fix it in post. So you made out with her that night?
Yeah, we messed around. I'm not gonna go into.
You had sex
Yeah.
that night with a bloody lip.
No,
Yep.
No.
You smile. Look at that stupid smile.
That's in like the pickup.
Look at
artist.
it. Look at this smile.
Look at that.
This is the smile of someone who had sex that night.
You got it. That's actually the appendix to like the pickup artist is like, try this. Tell them they have a cool necklace and then get them to bite a french fry out of your mouth. But then put your lip in the way
Why
at
are
the
you
last
so
second.
sheepish right now about having sex?
I don't know. I don't like kissing and biting and telling.
I like
So do you think that was part of why it worked? Like in the future, were you like purposely trying to get a girl to accidentally bite you?
I've never had.